5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Maryville University Hockey Center. I'm Andrew Marsh alongside my partner today, Chuck Kraus. It is the Maryville Saints taking on the Illinois State Redbirds. And Chuck, we got the Lindsay Cup final on the line, the 2022 Lindsay Cup final. Maryville on home ice, looking to take home some hardware today.
Yes, they are, Marshy. What an exciting day. We just had the women's, WMCH championship. Now we have the men's D1. Like you said, Maryville Saints, Illinois State Redbirds. What an exciting day.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. Illinois State, they took down Midland in last night's game. That was after the Maryville and McKendree game. Maryville, they took care of McKendree all season. However, that was closer than what we expected. But tonight, or I guess I should say today, it's a 2 o'clock puck drop. It just feels like it's tonight. You know, we've been here all weekend. All these players, they've been playing a lot of hockey all weekend, so they are eager to get onto the ice and play this final game of this conference tournament. Like you said, it should be a fun one. Illinois State, they've been playing some pretty good hockey as of late, and they looked good last night. However, there's some things that they need to clean up, and Maryville, Maryville the same.
Yeah, absolutely. They've met a few times this season. Maryville get W's out of all those meetings. But, these teams need to come out. They need to come out hard, Marshy, and really take the advantage, take the lead early, and keep it on the rest of the game.
So let's look at the bracket and see how things have shaped up. We kind of, we talked about it a little bit. McKendree, they took on Maryville. Maryville had that bye, and Maryville took care of business yesterday. Midland had a bye, so Illinois State, the only team that has made it all the way here that had to play 2 games, and now they're playing their 3rd game as they took down Northern Illinois and Midland, and now they meet with Maryville here in the championship game. Winner takes home the Lindsay Cup. For Maryville, let's look at their starting lineups. Of course, we are part of the Maryville Saints Hockey Network, so
yeah.
we'll look at the starting lineups. Ed Coffey is their goaltender, and he has played fantastic all season. He looked great last night, and of course, he looked fantastic against Lindenwood, even though they lost. Cole Bonnet on the back end for the Maryville Saints, and then his partner in Ben MacArthur. And looking up top at the forward group on the wing, Lucas Adams, the freshman. At center, Luke McLeod. Luke McLeod played fantastic yesterday. And on the other side, TJ Prexler. So that is the starting lineups for the Saints. We'll get the starting lineups for the Illinois State Redbirds when we come back. Both teams are looking to take the ice. We'll have our starting lineups, and we'll have our national anthem.
We will.
And then we'll have puck drop, and that is when we will return. So everyone, stay tuned. Puck drop for this championship game is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MCH Hockey right here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network.
Hi, and welcome to Maryville Hockey. Kathy Kilo Peterson, State Farm Agency here, and I'm Kathy. We are so excited to partner with Maryville Hockey this year. Please call us if we can help you with any of your insurance needs. We have life insurance, auto, home, renters, health insurance, and more. We would love to be able to help you. Go to kkilo.com. That has all of our contact information. 2 winning teams coming together, Kathy Kilo Peterson State Farm and Maryville Hockey. Enjoy the game and go Saints!
The Maryville Saints Hockey Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the American Collegiate Hockey Association.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of MCH Hockey right here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network. It is the final, the winner taking home the Lindsay Cup, the Maryville Saints and the Illinois State Redbirds. We have 60 minutes of hockey here at the Maryville University Hockey Center in Chesterfield, Missouri. I'm Andrew Marsh alongside my partner today in Chuck Kraus. Let's look at the starting goaltenders for both teams. Ed Coffey between the pipes for the Maryville Saints, and on the other end we have Caleb Sauer from Waupun, Wisconsin. He is between the pipes for the Illinois State Redbirds. Both teams are ready. Sticks banging against the boards. Championship hockey is underway here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. Ben MacArthur to Cole Bonnet inside of their own zone at the blue line. Cross-ice pass to Adams. Adams with it. Looking backdoor. His drive of the net was TJ Prexler. Able to keep it in is Luke McLeod. McLeod had 2 goals in yesterday's game against the McKendree Bearcats. Fighting for the puck, Adams. Adams on his backhand for TJ Prexler to McLeod. McLeod on his backhand trying to feed one to the front of the net. No one there. It's going down for an icing with 19:27 left to go here in the first period. No score. We have our first whistle of today's tilt.
Very exciting day here, Marsh. Like we said in the pregame, Maryville looking to keep that Lindsay Cup here at the Maryville University Hockey Center this afternoon.
Jake Chartier taking the face-off for the Saints. He wins it. Will Smith a shot on, and a stop made by Sauer. 19:23 remaining here in the first period. Our first shot of today's game belongs to Will Smith of the Saints.
As we would absolutely expect, Will Smith getting in there on them dirty areas, getting shots on.
Jackson White wrist one on. It hits off the skate of Will Smith. Smith on his backhand. Brad Boudreau. That one was gloved down by Nate Simpson, and that's sent out of the zone, picked up by Oberlag. Oberlag spins away, forehand to his backhand. Simpson all over Oberlag. Shot on by Hilt, and that one is stopped by Ed Coffey. 1 minute and 1 second into the first period. Zero-zero game. Offensive zone draw coming for the Redbirds. Redbirds take possession of the puck. They shoot it wide. Matt Garcia steps up. His shot wide of the cage. Anthony Stavro picks it up. Near side, hits the red line. 3-on-3. Stavro in, shot, stick save, rebound. That one just wide. Joey Gagnon on the second effort. Up top to the blue line. Timon Prexler tries to guide one towards the net. Gagnon with it, shot on. That one stopped once again by Sauer. Jared Vigors looking to find Matt Edgecombe. It's knocked away by Rashia. Hilt for the Redbirds, able to flip it out of the zone. It goes down the length of the ice, and an icing will be called with 18:15 left to go here in the first period.
You can tell Maryville's got a little pep under their step, Marshy. It's been down in Illinois State's end most of the time so far.
Jack Harrison taking the face-off against Rashia. Oberlag able to get out of the zone. Little dangle effort, and flips it in. Ben MacArthur with it. Forehand pass to the near side, looking for Alvegran. Goes behind Alvegran. Both teams battle for the puck right inside the neutral zone. Cole Bonnet digging for the puck. Meyer comes out with it for the Redbirds. Shot on, that one goes wide. Racing in, Kemmer, and he's plastered against the boards by Cole Mudra. But Kremer able to get the shot on. We have a face-off with 17:48 left here in the first period. And pardon me, that was not Kremer. Kremer is number 2. We have Eli Baumstark over there. Looked like the jersey got caught up.
Okay.
Looked like a 2, Chuck. However, it's 2-2. Salimi throws one in deep. Timon Prexler, forehand in the corner. He's bumped off the puck by Kuhn. Stavro with it to his backhand, looking for vigor. Stepping up is Garrett Hunter. Hunter doesn't go for the puck. It's picked up by Kuhn for Illinois State. He spins away. Shot on by Bumstark. That one grazed off a body and goes wide. Salimi, he pinches in on his backhand. Gagnon pushes it towards the neutral zone as Anthony Stavro can't really do anything with it. Illinois State going the other way. Bumstark fires one in. Picked up by Timon Prexler. Prexler stops, makes a few moves, finds Lucas Adams. Adams at the blue line, sauce pass McLeod, finds Prexler. TJ Prexler shoots it just wide of the post. Up top at the blue line, White, wrist shot on, that one stopped by Sauer with 16:52 left here in the first period. A grade A opportunity. TJ Prexler just misses the net.
Yeah, TJ Prexler coming down this right side. He was going for the far left side, put it about a foot wide of that far post. But Adams was able to, Jackson White was able to get it on, and we get a face-off to the right of Illinois State's goaltender.
Shot from Simpson, that one off of Lucas Adams as he goes tumbling down to the ice. Flipped out of the zone, Simpson to Jackson White. White forehand, opens up, finds Adams, one-touch pass to McLeod. It goes under his stick. He's still able to get it in. Kremer back for it, forehand. Kremer skates up, right at the dot, cross-ice pass, can't connect. Nate Simpson back in his own zone. He'll go D to D with White. White off the boards, neutral zone. TJ Prexler far side for Adams. Adams pokes it forward, can't get it by DeLisandro. That one comes out of the zone. Gagnon able to play it back for Cole Bonnet, who feeds it up near side off the stick of TJ Prexler, hits the glass. Kremer, he'll play it back. That one goes off the boards as the Illinois State Redbirds change and get some fresh legs out on the ice. Flipped in by Cole Bonnet, it's kicked away. Poked forward by Parker Adams. Ben MacArthur back for it. Below the dots on his forehand, spins away, finds Bonnet. 15:50 left to go here in the first period. Chartier picks up the loose change. Will Smith waits at the blue line, tries to float it forward, gets it back. Still with it, MacArthur. Shot on, that one stopped, floated, and it floats into the netting. 15:38 left to go here in the first period. Still no score.
So already 7 shots on goal for the Maryville Saints, only 2 for the Illinois State Redbirds, as we're about 4.5 into this period. Face off again to the right of the Illinois State goaltender, won by Illinois State.
And the Redbirds come out with it, near side. That pass hits off a skate, turned over. Maryville sends it back in. It's blockered to the far side hash marks. Chipped out of the zone, kicked at by Campese. Cole Bonnet intercepts. Jake Chartier turns up ice, goes the other way. Far side, dumps it in, rims around the board. Sauer out of his net. He's hounded by Will Smith. Brad Boudreau getting tangled up with the official down in the near side corner, up to the hash mark, still on his backhand, up top to the point. Bonnet over to MacArthur. MacArthur finding Chartier. Puck is loose, and that one's in the back of the net, but no goal.
So what happened? Will Smith hit it out of the midair, and the goalie, Sauer, hit the net off the mooring, hit the goal off the mooring, and the referee says no goal.
.01 left here in the first period, no goal. The net did come dislodged. That would have been a goal. Say the net is still, on its pegs and whatnot.
Yeah,
that one's knocked out of midair as it fluttered over Sauer, and it was knocked into the back of the net. However, the net comes dislodged, and we still have ourselves a 0-0 ball game, Chuck. Matt Garcia with it on his backhand to the near side. Hash marks taken away by Parker Adams, his own teammate. That one, stretch pass over the stick of Campese, or just past the stick of Campese, and an icing has been called. And he's looking at the linesman, wondering why is that an icing?
Yeah, he shook his head at him.
14:47 left to go here in the first period. Offensive zone faceoff coming for the Saints. It's Parker Adams going up against Jack Harrison on the dot. Adams gets the best of Harrison. Sent around to the far side, into the skates of Matt Garcia, picked up by Campese. Campese wheels his way around to the near side, sauce pass to Adams. Adams, his pass to the far side, looking for Colantonio. Hit off a stick, however. ISU able to get the puck in deep, but it rims all the way around. Jackson White with it, inside the neutral zone, able to smack at it. Christian Alvegran pokes it forward, spinning away. Tied up is Anthony Salimi. Salimi reaching for it. Oberlag lifts the stick of Nate Simpson. Puck comes out of the zone. Hilt with it. Hilt floats it off the glass. It takes a funny bounce. Stepping up is Salimi. Rashia there as well. Rashia comes out with it. Rashia forehand. Finds Oberlag. Oberlag has shot that one wide to the left of Ed Coffey. Janicki steps up, keeps the puck in. Janicki behind the net to his backhand. Looks up. Janicki will cycle it down low for Hilt. Hilt flings it around to the far side boards. Kept in by Bumstark. Jackson White with it. White skates up ice. He'll fling one on net. That one's waffle boarded into the corner. Pinned up against the boards, Jared Vigors has Anthony Stavro helping him out. Comes loose, Gagnon over to Timon Prexler. Prexler fires one on, that one off the blocker into the corner. Far side, Kuhn trying to chip it out, he can't. Kept in, however, Kuhn gloves it down. His second effort doesn't get out again. Down low for Anthony Stavro. Far side, cycles for Joey Gagnon. Gagnon loses the puck as the Illinois State Redbirds try and clear. They can't. Kept in, Stavro shoots, pad save made by Sauer. Puck to the far side corner, pinned up against the boards, Joey Gagnon. He's kicking for the puck. He has Anthony Stavro for support. Illinois State comes out with it, turned over. Timon Prexler tries to drag it. Now it's going the other way. Janicki with it. Way off sides, yeah. As Myers could not drag the foot. 12:34 left to go here in the first period. Still no score. However, Maryville was adding some pressure in that last sequence.
Yeah, they're able to put a lot of shots on goal so far. 10 shots to Maryville's 3.
Dumped in. Bonnet back for it. 12:30 left here. A little under 12:30 left to go here in the first period. Yancey with it. Out front. Stopped by Ed Coffey with a pad save. Rebound. That one blocked. Comes out of the zone. Kremer back for it. Kremer looks up, forehand, makes the pass to the middle of the ice. McLeod almost laid a hit. He did lay a hit on Yancey. Adams in. Adams shot that one over the net. Knocked away, and that one's sent out of the zone. Going back for it is Bonnet. Sloan able to get off the ice. He was the one that knocked it out of the zone. Under 12 remaining here in the first period. Campese showing some what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't matter anymore. Shot on by Jackson White. Rebound. That one knocked away into the corner. Pressure. That's the word I'm looking for. That one's sitting to the bench.
I'm glad you found it, Marshy.
Yeah. Thank goodness, right? 11:33 remaining here in the first period. Shots are 11-6 in favor of the Saints. Face-off coming to the blocker side of Caleb Sauer. One picked up by Matt Garcia. He skates up ice near side, hits his own blue line. He's checked, glove down. Brad Boudreau trying to poke at it. Sent in. Coffey out of his cage. Smith reverses it back. Jackson White, stretch pass near side. That one knocked away by Garcia. He picks it up. Tries to fling it inside the zone. It hit off a body. Picked up by Chartier. Chartier at the red line. Cross corner dump in. He's taken out of the play by Campese. Little turnover right behind the net as Sauer can't get back into his crease. He finally does. Shot on. Will Smith couldn't bury it. Kept in. Finally squeaks out of the zone. Chartier plays it back for Hunter. Finds Timon Prexler. Prexler in. Prexler dances. Shot on that one. Might have glanced off the pad. Goes wide. Bounces back and smothered by Sauer. with 10:37 remaining here in the first period. Still no score.
Maryville pressuring down low, able to get that forecheck going like they normally do. Get some shots on.
That pass off the stick. It's going to go down the ice. Not enough, though. No icing. No icing. Rimmed around to the near side. Harrison unable to get it. Comes out of the zone. Picked up by Salimi. Finds Eli Bumstark. Bumstark back to Salimi. They go D to D. Garcia there. Garcia on his backhand. Finds Bumstark. Bumstark far side off the stick of Oberlag. And the puck goes in deep. Mudra to the middle of the ice finds Christian Albagran. Gino with it. Albagran hits the blue line, forehand, able to push it forward. Jack Harrison there. It's the old reliable line out on the ice for the Maryville Saints. Cole Mudra tries to get a stick on Myers as Myers pokes it forward as he races after the puck. Garrett Hunter goes down. Harrison able to get it out as Cole Mudra just smacks it out of midair. Kuhn with it, picks it up right at the end of center ice. 9:35 left to go here in the first period. Timon Prexler to Garrett Hunter. Hunter looks up, finds Anthony Stavro as it hit off the stick of Jack Harrison. Stavro in, loses the puck. Picked up by DeLisandro. He skates up ice. Myers with it. Myers dances, trying to go around Ben MacArthur. Fires one out front. Goes off his skate to the near side hash mark. Comes out center of the ice. Off the stick of Gagnon. Picked up by Kremer. Finds DeLisandro at his own blue line. That pass off the stick. Doesn't get in all the way. DeLisandro inside of his own zone finds Kremer. Kremer at the red line. Dumps it in deep. Goes around the boards. Out of his cage to stop it is Ed Coffey. Under 9 left to go here in the first period. Still no score as Cole Bonnet races up the ice. At the red line, he'll float it in. Out of his cage is Caleb Sauer. He'll leave it for Kremer. Kremer with it. Kremer turns it over. Able to help him out is Yancey. Yancey fires one on the backhand around the boards. Goes off the glass. Does not get out of the zone. McLeod shoots one on. Hits a stick and goes out of play into the ceiling. 8:30 left to go here in the first period. Still no score, 12-7 in shots.
Yeah, the puck hit off a Illinois State forward, hits the ceiling, so it's going to be in their zone. Luke McLeod to take the face-off and loses it back into the corner.
In the corner, Luke McLeod tries to spin away. He's taken down by Campese. Now someone's trying to find their stick. I don't know what's going on down there. However, puck stays in the zone. Sauer able to redirect that to the near side half wall. Adams there, able to get it out for Illinois State. Picked up by Campese. Campese trying to go around Jackson White. He can't. Helping White out is Nate Simpson. On the boards, Lucas Adams trying to chip it out. He can't. It's kept in by Garcia. Adams comes out with it. Adams trying to float it forward. He can't. He's taken out. Colantonio fires one to the front. Hit off a stick, didn't make it through. TJ Prexler knocked out of the play, but Jackson White steps up, the defenseman for Maryville. With it, tries to make a backhanded pass. That third attempt, he finally got it off. Timon Prexler, slap shot from the blue line wide. Jake Chartier with it, far side. Plays it down low for Adams, who brings it back up top to the blue line. Wrist shot on, that one blocked. Illinois State comes out with it as that's Campese. Hits the red line, he'll fire one in. That one wide of Coffey. Timon Prexler able to gobble it up. Can't go around Hilt. Hilt with it. Rashia, blue line. Bumstark shot on into the glove of Ed Coffey. Whistle blown, 7:02 remaining here in the first period.
Yeah, Coffey making it look easy. Saw it through. All the bodies in front of him, gloves it down. It's an ace shot on goal for Illinois State.
Rashia taking the face-off for Illinois State. Puck is just sitting there, and Brad Boudreau all over it. Glove down at the blue line. Salimi shot on. That one blocked by Chartier as it comes out of the zone. Rashia will play it back for Salimi. Hits the red line. Able to get it in deep. MacArthur going back for it. Coffey out of his net. Coffey to his backhand. Bonnet looking for Brad Boudreau. Bonnet's hounded by Rashia. Boudreaux able to come out with it. Boudreaux finds Smith. Smith to the backhand, trying to go around Salimi. Puck knocked away. Good stick by Salimi. Good defensive play by the Illinois State defenseman. Back forward is Ben MacArthur. Under 7 left to go here in the first period. Chartier in. Chartier trying to feed that to Will Smith, who was breaking towards the net. That one gloved down by Chartier. Chartier gets tangled up with Brad Boudreaux. Picked up by Bonnet. Finds Timon Prexler. Prexler to Smith. Smith, forehand, hits it off the skate, backhand, spins away, finds Albergran. He gets the shot off, but it hit the side of the net. Albergran with it, forehand to Prexler, goes under his stick. And they'll go down the length of the ice as Ed Coffey will come out of his net. He'll play it around to the far side for Matt Edgecombe. Edgecombe finds Mudra. Mudra to the middle. Harrison to Albergran. Albergran in. Albergran shot, couldn't get enough on it, and smothered by Sauer. 5:38 left to go here in the first period. Still no score.
Yeah, quite an even game so far, Marshy. Back and forth. Both teams having good chances. I would say Maryville's got some of the better chances, but hey, it's still 0-0.
So face-off coming to the glove side of Sauer. Face-off one, Mudra with it, top of the circle, tries to push one towards the net. It comes out of the zone. Edgecombe will go D-to-D with Timon Prexler. Prexler, sauce pass off the stick. That one ramped up, finds Mudra, as Jack Harrison was the one that gave it a ramp. Slapper on, more like a half slap. Backdoor, Harrison. That one, goes off a stick. And we have a whistle as the net has become dislodged.
No, we have the ref was calling a high stick.
High stick. Does the net not look like it's off its moorings down
that right
there?
side, yep, absolutely.
Just ever so slightly. 5:13 left here in the first period. Neutral zone face-off. Won by Joey Gagnon. D-to-D, Simpson floats it in. Far side, Viggers in on the forecheck. Back forward is Ulrich. Ulrich working for the puck. Comes out front, top of the circle, shot on that one. Wicked wrister just wide. Down in the corner, Gagnon finds Viggers. Viggers to the backhand. Looking for Gagnon once again, turns it over. Adams able to get it off the boards and out of the zone. Jackson White back for it. He'll reverse it, picked up by Adams, shot on. That one stopped by Coffey. Colantonio working for the puck. He's bumped by Jackson White. Illinois State still with it. Garcia fakes the slapper. Throws it off the boards behind the net. Campese with it. Campese looking backdoor for Parker. Parker can't get anything on it. Glove down by Campese. And they were not able to get a shot off. Bodies in front. Stavro with it. Stavro working his way around Matt Garcia. Ulrich, the last man to beat. Shot on the backhand. That one off the stick of Ulrich. Good defensive play by Ulrich. Up top to the blue line. Bonnet. MacArthur. Shot on. Wide. Harrison going after it. So is Bonnet. Bonnet pinches in. Can't keep the puck in. Back forward is Jack Harrison at the blue line. Looks up. Finds Bonnet. Goes off the stick. Ulrich picks it up for Illinois State. He'll go D-to-D. Up to the far side at the red line. Turned over. Maryville has it. To Mudra. Mudra had his stick lifted, and now he's turned around by Hilt. Campese, far side off the stick, turned over at the blue line, picked up by Alvergran. Alvergran makes a move. Hilt able to take possession of the puck, loses it. And now Oberlag able to get it in deep. Ben MacArthur reverses it to the far side. Cole Bonnet finds Mudra. Mudra looks up, cross-ice pass into the skates of MacArthur. MacArthur dances around Eli Bumstark to the far side, rims around the boards. Oberlag chops at it off the stick of Lucas Adams. Picked up, basket catch. Here comes Myers in, all alone. Forehand, shoots it on, and a nice stop by Coffey. And Myers is taken into the boards by Jack Harrison. Play still goes on, less than 3 remaining here in the first period. Bonnet to Adams. Adams tries to dance. Bonnet helping him out to his backhand, loses the puck to the near side. Adams shovels it towards Bonnet, who plays it up top to the blue line. Timon Prexler, wrist one on. That one almost found the glove of Caleb Sauer. He could not grab it. picked up by Illinois State. Off the boards, might have hit off the linesman. Timon Prexler goes down, picked up by Myers. He just had a good opportunity. He shoots one on, it hits off a stick, goes out of play, and we have a whistle with 2:24 left to go here in the first period.
Back and forth, non-stop play, Marshy. Starting to see some emotion out there now, right? We're starting to get a little bit of chippiness, as we like to see in championship hockey.
Offensive zone faceoff coming for Parker Adams and the Illinois State Redbirds. They win it. Campisi, top of the circle. Shot blocked, gets it back. Campisi finds Colantonio. Wrist shot one. And that one blocked. And Lucas Adams will take it out of the zone for the Saints. Hits the blue line. Adams looks up, looking for TJ Prexler. Hunter able to keep it in. Down low for Prexler. Prexler to the backhand. Behind the net. Sauces one out front. Hunter, wrist one on. That one goes over the net. TJ Prexler corrals the puck. Stops. Finds his brother Timon. Looking backdoor for Garrett Hunter. Hunter on his forehand. Turns the puck over. Colantonio to Adams. Adams with it at the red line. Enters into the zone. Has a driving Campisi. Can't get it through the skates of Timon Prexler. Colantonio again, a shot, and that one's blocked by TJ Prexler. Will Smith with it. Kicks at it. Has it himself. Skates up the ice to the near side. Keeps losing the puck, but keeps regaining it. Spins. Looks up. Finds Jackson White. He wrist one on. That one comes loose. Picked up by Nate Simpson. Fires one on. Didn't get a lot on it as it goes to the near side corner. Trying to make a move around his man is Yancey. That was TJ Prexler poking at the puck. Puck is pinned up against the boards. TJ coming in, trying to help. There's Yancey. He picks it up for Illinois State. Nice move as they exit the zone. And that one's offsides.
As we hit 1 minute, they go offsides, 59.2 seconds. Shot 17-11 in favor of Maryville. But like we said a few minutes ago, Marshy, I mean, maybe tilted towards Maryville's way a little bit just because they've sustained pressure, but the shots are only 6 apart. We have no goals right now, so pretty even hockey game.
And Illinois State had a good opportunity on the rush right there. However, looked like Swiderski maybe was anticipating a pass and just didn't get it. But that one flung into the zone of Illinois State. Chartier in. Chartier, his shot blocked. Chartier gets it back behind the net. MacArthur, he dove at it, and it redirected a different way. And Cole Bonnet couldn't keep it in. Picked up by Oberlag. Oberlag in all by himself. Bumped off the puck. Smith going the other way in transition. Toe drag. Smith backhand. Opens the hips up. Still maintains possession of the puck as he's slammed into the boards. Boudreau to Bonnet. Bonnet slaps one on. That one loose and finally smothered by Caleb Sauer as he had to dive at it coming out of the crease. 22 seconds remaining here in the first period.
Tricky shot from Cole Bonnet here on the half boards, and he was able to get through some bodies, and Sauer was able to make the save and cover that rebound. Joey Gagnon on the faceoff.
Gagnon wins it. Stavro in, wrist shot. That one stopped.
Ooh, what a save.
Jared Vigors in the corner near side. Looks up, finds Stavro, hops over a stick. White fires one on. That one blocked as well. 10 seconds remaining. Shot from a weird angle. Comes around the boards. Up top of the blue line. Not that much time left. White, he fans on it, and that'll pretty much do it for the period.
White not happy with himself.
And we find ourselves scoreless after 20 minutes of play as both teams head to the dressing room. An exciting first period here at the Maryville University Hockey Center with 40 more minutes left to play. An exciting one, like I just said, between these two teams, both looking for the Lindsay Cup. Well, both teams will exit the ice, but we will not go anywhere. We have your first intermission report coming up next. Don't go anywhere yourself. We'll be right back with more MCH hockey right here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network.
It's just a dream. The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time.
That looks good.
From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
Hi, I'm Keegan with How I's Hockey Tape, and today we're going to be talking about using a skate stone. Skate stones are a pre-game or an in-game tool to help sharpen dull or nicked blades that have lost their edge. When you're using a skate stone, it's extremely important to remember never to touch the bottom of the blade. It's only to be used on the sides of the blade. So what you're going to do, take your skate stone, and you're just going to make a couple passes along the side of the blade, not using too much pressure or too little pressure, just making a couple passes on both sides. Using the skate stone is just a temporary fix. It's not a good substitute for getting your skate sharpened. Make sure to get your skates to your trusted skate shop for the perfect cut.
Hi, and welcome to Maryville Hockey. Kathy Kilo Peterson, State Farm Agency here, and I'm Kathy. We are so excited to partner with Maryville Hockey this year. Please call us if we can help you with any of your insurance needs. We have life insurance, auto, home, renters, health insurance, and more. We would love to be able to help you. Go to kkilo.com. That has all of our contact information. Two winning teams coming together, Kathy Kilo Peterson State Farm and Maryville Hockey. Enjoy the game and go Saints!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first intermission report. I'm Andrew Marsh alongside Chuck Kraus. We have a 0-0 game between the Maryville Saints and the Illinois State Redbirds. Shots are 19-11 in favor of Maryville. I thought Maryville have had the better chances. However, Illinois State, they've had their chances, and Ed Coffey has made the stops.
Yeah, Ed Coffey's had to. When Illinois State's putting shots like that on goal, you got to stand tall, and it's almost like it's a battle of the goaltenders right now because Sauer's doing the same thing for Illinois State. 19 shots he's been facing, or he has faced so far from the Maryville faithful. So, hey, great job the goaltenders, both teams right now. It's an even 0-0 game, Marshy.
Exactly. We have 40 minutes left to play here, but like we said, both teams they've had their opportunities. It's really been a back and forth game, so you can't really complain from one end to the next of like, well, their defense, maybe they're not getting the pucks out enough or whatever. It's been just really back and forth. Maybe you could say it's been maybe like a 60-40 in terms of possession for Maryville. They've had more opportunities, of course, and the shots will tell you that. But for the most part, it's been a pretty even game through 20 minutes of play. But looking at this next period, what are you expecting? Because a lot can happen in the second period, and it usually does. Yeah,
in the first period here, I say people watching, great hockey, everyone's excited.
Oh, absolutely.
The coaches are probably scratching their head and saying, guys, get to our system, get to our plan. They're the only ones really complaining right now, I'm sure.
They always are.
They always are. So I think
they're never happy.
No, they aren't. Coaches are never happy. Hogan, we're looking at you. No, we're kidding. We're kidding. So, no, I think both coaches are on the rock and saying, hey, guys, good first period. Let's put our plays into action. Let's do what we've worked on in practice, and let's really generate something how we know how to generate, because they got that first period out of the way. They got their legs under them, and now the second period is the big one where they say, okay, here's how we know how to play. Let's go ahead and put that in effect.
Let's go ahead and execute out there. That's the key word of this period. Let's see if both teams can execute. Let's see if special teams has a factor in this one.
Yeah.
Because there have been no penalties so far through 20 minutes of play. We'll be back for the second period, so don't go anywhere. You're watching the championship game of the MCH Tournament right here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network.
Mi brucia tutto. Non vedo il fondo. Non lo reggo un altro secondo.
Gambe a pezzi e manca tanto. Basta, mollo, non me la sento.
Non ho fiato e sono lento. Non giocherò mai, zero talento.
Pedalate pesanti, non ho più spinta. Ma quale cima, non basta la grinta.
Non prendo una palla, sono sfinita. Male oggi, penso in partita.
CCM one-piece boot.
The CCM one-piece boot?
If I had these in my day,
I could have been Connor McDavid.
I could have been Connor McDavid.
Anyone could be Connor McDavid. Helps make your feet faster, gives you a closer fit. Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Looking sharp, bud. Good thing you got that one-piece boot, you duster.
It's just a dream. Go back to sleep.
Hi, I'm Keegan with How Ice Hockey Tape, and today we're going to be talking about using a skate stone. Skate stones are a pregame or an in-game tool to help sharpen dull or nicked blades that have lost their edge. When you're using a skate stone, it's extremely important to remember never to touch the bottom of the blade. It's only to be used on the sides of the blade. So what you're going to do, take your skate stone and you're just going to make a couple passes along the side of the blade, not using too much pressure or too little pressure, just making a couple passes on both sides. Using the skate stone is just a temporary fix. It's not a good substitute for getting your skate sharpened. Make sure to get your skates to your trusted skate shop for the perfect cut.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI-automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play. At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reel 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools, so you can easily review plays and coach your team better both during and after the game. This all-in-one, cost-effective solution also allows you to telestrate, tag, and add notes to each move, and upcoming opponents' matches on the Video Exchange platform. Pixelot produces and analyzes thousands of games every single day, from over 130 leagues and tournaments around the globe. Join the AI revolution in sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Period number 2 between the Maryville Saints and the Illinois State Redbirds. I'm Andrew Marsh alongside my partner today, Chuck Kraus. We have a 0-0 game between these two teams. 40 minutes of play left here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. Chuck, a good atmosphere here. A lot of fans in the crowd. We have Girl Scout cookies in the lobby.
If you could tell, I haven't said anything for a minute because I was
finishing up
stuffing
the
my
cookies.
face with a Thin Mint. So, yeah, we got these two Girl Scouts running around the arena here, asking everyone if they want to buy cookies. Great saleswomen. And they caught me and you, Marshy, because you bought 4 boxes.
I absolutely did. I bought 4 boxes of 3 different flavors.
Well, you bought a box for Diane, so your mom.
My mom is definitely not named Diane.
I know. I had no idea, so.
You just made that up.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, we got hockey to go, Marshy. Let's go.
Dude. Second period is underway, and Salimi has it for Illinois State. He goes D-to-D with Kremer. Stretch pass. Finds Carl Antonio, driving the net, Campisi. Campisi gets one on. What a pad save and a rebound in the back of the net. And Illinois State, not even 11 seconds into the second period, Parker Adams cleans up the loose change. But what a great initial stop by Ed Coffey. He got a toe on it.
I was going to say, great initial save. Ed Coffey puts that big left pad out. But exactly what you need to do, exactly what your team wants you to do. That rebound comes out, Marsh, and you crash the net.
Absolutely.
And you get that rebound on. That's exactly what Illinois State did as they take a 1-0 lead.
Face off, picked up by Maryville. Simpson pokes it forward. Will Smith after it. On the backhand, spins away in the corner. Below the goal line, to the near side, Smith to his backhand, drags it. Boudreaux trying to get a shot off. Slap shot on by Simpson, goes wide. Jackson White on his backhand, able to flutter it forward. That one knocked out of midair with a high stick. The whistle has been blown. 19:24 left here in the second period.
So exactly what you want to do coming out of a period like that, Marshy, and Illinois State's able to get the early lead in the second period. And Maryville's got some catching up to do.
Bouncing puck on the face-off. Comes up to the blue line. White sends it back down low, around to the near side. Garcia chasing after it. He's hounded by Boudreaux. Boudreaux knocks Garcia down. Garcia throws it around to the far side. Smith with it. Smith reverses to Boudreaux. Boudreaux still with the puck, loses it. Hilt able to flip it to the blue line. It's smacked out of midair as it was kicked at the blue line by Jackson White. Smith in the middle of the ice. Backhanded shot by Jake Chartier. Oberlag whacking at the puck. Chartier digging in there. Simpson, he was there as well. A shot from the blue line by Jackson White into the glove of Caleb Sauer.
Yeah,
we have a face-off, 18:35 left here in the second.
Yeah, Maryville's got to absolutely just put shots on, be there for the rebounds like Redbirds did on their goal, and play some catch-up, see what they can do here. They're sustaining some good pressure after that goal. Now they just need to capitalize.
Gagnon talking to Stavro. Let's see if there's a set play here. Shot right off the face-off. Picked up by Kremer. Kremer, breakout pass. Stretch pass intercepted. Flipped in by Timon Prexler. Glove down by D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro, that one skips off the stick of Myers. Going the other way, however, hit off the skate of Anthony Stavro. Kuhn with it. Kuhn, forehand, shot on, stopped by Coffey. Puck behind the net. Myers with it. Find out front, that one. Oh, what a stop. Glove down by Edgecombe. He throws the puck.
I'm not sure what that hit, Marshy. Was it a save or was it a post? I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear it either. I thought Coffey might have got a glove on it.
Because all of a sudden it was way up in the air.
I thought maybe he put the glove up and it might have ricocheted off a part of the glove.
So the refs are talking at center ice, and I know it's because Illinois State believes Matt Edgecombe picked the puck up and threw it, as you can't do it. It's a 2-minute minor. But the refs say no way, and it's a face-off to the right of Ed Coffey.
Puck is loose off the draw. Backhanded attempt, smothered by Coffey. So we'll do it again, perhaps on the other side. Nope, he's saying we're going back to that other side. 17:58 left here in the second period. Illinois State leads 1-0. Picked up by Illinois State. Shot from the blue line, doesn't make it all the way through. Rebound, that one goes wide. Myers on it. Ooh, going into the boards hard was Cole Mudra. He's back on his feet, he gets up. Jack Harrison, his attempted pass to Mudra hit off a stick. Going back for it was Bumstark. Here's Kuhn. Back for the puck now is Salimi. Salimi looking to find Kuhn. Yancey with it. Loses the puck, gains it back as it went into his skate. Back down low. Swiderski with it. Up top to the blue line. Salimi shot on. That one doesn't make it through, as that was Sloan who was down on the ice as he fell to the ice. He's okay though. Whistle blown. 17 minutes left to go here in the second period. Icing called.
19-14 on shots. Still in favor of Maryville, but the number that counts, Illinois State up 1-0.
Yeah, so far this second period has belonged to Illinois State. Puck in the corner. MacArthur bumped off the puck. Both teams fighting for it. Comes around to the near side. Cole Bonnet there. Bonnet with it on his forehand. Throws it off the far side boards. Ulrich throws it back around the way. Bonnet gets it back. Bonnet off the glass. Out of midair. Mudra whacks at it. Garcia throws it back into the Maryville zone. Bonnet picks it up at the blue line. Pushes it forward. Mudra trying to push it forward as well. He's tangled up with Garcia. Comes to the far side. Alvegran throws it around the boards with a slap shot. Jack Harrison poking at the puck. Swiderski's there for Illinois State. He throws one off the glass. Ricochets down into the Maryville zone. Picked up and skating up ice is Nate Simpson. He'll float it in. Cross corner dump in. And that one is snagged. A huge hop, but it is picked up by the netminder and Caleb Sauer. And with 16:02, it is still a 1-0 game. However, an offensive zone opportunity coming for the Saints. Luke McLeod on the draw. He had 2 goals in yesterday's game. Wins the faceoff. Slap shot from the point. Redirected, and that one just wide of the cage. Look, McLeod gets it back. Finding Adams, and that one goes off the post. Glove down. Unable to keep it in was Jackson White. Simpson back for it. Able to knock it away was Luke McLeod. Kept in by Campese. Campese, wrist one on, pad save made by Coffey. TJ Prexler floats it into the neutral zone. Adams pokes it forward. McLeod all over the puck. Adams can't keep the puck in, but he gains possession of it. Enters into the zone. Adams with it. Adams loses it. Up the near side. In the skates of McLeod. Call Antonio on it. Rashia giving pressure. Jackson White up the near side. One-touch pass. TJ with it. TJ Prexler back to Adams. Adams using his body. Spins away. Maintains possession of the puck on the boards. Rimmed around the boards to the far side. Timon Prexler activates. Spin move. Prexler loses it. Gets it back. Prexler down to his brother TJ. TJ tied up against the boards below the goal line. D'Alessandro in there. Jake Charchage helping out for the Saints. Puck is still pinned up against the boards. It came loose for a split second. It does now. Looking back door. Edgecombe. Edgecombe. He's going to have to turn back towards the blue line. Finds Prexler at the blue line. Here's Brad Boudreau. Boudreau shoots one on. Rebound. Puck is loose and it goes just wide. Edgecombe. Back down low for Charchet. To Smith. Will Smith. Finds Boudreau a shot on. Nice save. Timon Prexler waits, shoots. Oh, that one's just wide. Kept in by Boudreau. Back down low. Charchet lays a hit on Rashia. Stepping into that one is Timon Prexler. Gaining possession for Illinois State is D'Alessandro. Sends it down the ice, and that will be an icing with 14 minutes left to go here in the second period. Maryville, probably their best shift of the period.
Yeah, some great sustained pressure by Maryville on that last rush, Marshy. Will Smith with the chance. Timon Prexler with great patience. Gets the defender sliding for the Redbirds and able to get a nice opportunity, but nothing's gone in so far.
Face off. Don't want to say it was won by Maryville, but Garrett Hunter falls on his way down, but another icing has been called. Because that one on the face-off was not cleanly won by Maryville. It went forward as Illinois State will have to bring back the guys that were just out on the ice. 13:53 left here in the second period, a 1-0 lead by the goal of Parker Adams.
Gagan, Viggers, Stavro, Hunter, and Timon Frechler out for Saints.
Puck below the goal line. Jared Viggers with it on his backhand. Viggers up top to the blue line. Garrett Hunter, shot on. Anthony Stavro scores! Anthony Stavro ties this one up. A shot from the blue line by Garrett Hunter. It hit off a body. It went right to Anthony Stavro. Backdoor waiting for it. Makes it a 1-1 game.
Leaving the wrong guy open on the far side was number 10, Anthony Stavro. And he makes it a 1-1 game on Maryville's 23rd shot of the game.
You could feel the pressure coming from Maryville. It was all Illinois State. And then that one shift turned the tide here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. We have ourselves a 1-1 game. Jared Viggers to Stavro, goes right into his skates. Here's Myers. Myers in. Myers loses his handle of the puck and sliding into the net was Jared Viggers. 13:27 left to go here in the second period. We're all tied up at 1.
Yeah, Maryville ties it up, and then Illinois State, their first rush, has a great chance to put one in past Ed Coffey, but the net comes off.
Face-off one. Cole Bonnet spins away, skates up, sauce pass, finds Viggers, far side for Stavro. Stavro in, Stavro drops it, turns it over. Comes out of the zone, MacArthur with it at the red line, dumps it in. Goes past the outstretched arm of Bumstark, no worries at all. Kuhn with it. Neutral zone, trying to poke at it was Janicki. Janicki could not grab it, so Maryville has it. Smith with it at the dot, fires it, and that one goes just past the stick of Chartier. Chartier with it, spins away below the dot. Will Smith fighting for the puck. Boudreau helping him out. Boudreau looking for Chartier in the slot, comes up top to the point. That one blocked by Myers. Myers able to get it out. It goes off the stick, no icing. Ed Coffey will leave it for Simpson. No, he plays it around the boards for Jackson White. Sauce pass up the boards. Will Smith able to float it to the middle of the ice as Chartier can get it out. Chartier able to throw it back into the zone. However, Bumstark plays it up. Sloan, backdoor in that one. Almost went in by Joey Swiderski. Sloan dances to the backhand. Puck is loose. Coffey makes the stop. Coming out with it is Boudreau. Boudreau with it. He'll float it down the ice. That's going to be an icing with 12:59, 58, 11:58 left here in the second period. 1-1, still the score. So nifty move by Sloan. Swiderski almost made it a 2-1 game as well. So a couple opportunities for Illinois State as they look to respond and grab their lead back once again. Off the glass, that one comes out of the zone. Smith unable to grab it. Entering in is Adams. Adams tries to dance around Jake Chartier. He can't. Boudreau with it. Boudreau at the red line. Hits the blue. Ulrich is back. Plays it around to Garcia to the near side. Top of the circle. Stretch pass. That one goes under the stick of Campese. Going to be an icing with 11:31 left here in the second period. So now Maryville will have an offensive zone draw. And they will take it on the far side of the ice. Jack Harrison going up against Parker Adams. Adams gets the best of Harrison. Ulrich with it. Backhand turned over. Alvergrand shot on. Puck is loose and starfish save made by Caleb Sauer. He went down on his backside. 11:23 remaining here in the second period. Almost a 2-1 game. That puck was turned over. Ulrich made the pass and went right to Christian Albagran, and Albagran went to the backhand and almost scored. Try it again. Mudra shot on right into the glove of Sauer. So third time's the charm as we take another face-off inside the Illinois State zone to the glove side of Caleb Sauer. A new line out for the Redbirds. Rashia gets it for the Redbirds. He wins the face-off, comes out of the zone. Hunter back for it, goes off the boards for Mudra. Mudra finds Harrison. Jack Harrison on his forehand, drives around the net, still with it in the corner. Cycles it back for Albagran up top to the blue line. That one's chipped out by Oberle. Timon Prexler inside of his own zone, looks up, fires one off the glass. That one knocked down by Kremer. Kremer able to get it in, but not too far in, as Jack Harrison races inside the Redbird zone. Garrett Hunter with it. Hunter bumped off the puck. Mudra shot on that one, stopped. Near side boards. Oberlag whacks at it like Paul Bunyan. Wrist shot on that one, hit off of Harrison. Mudra with it. He pokes at it and pokes it forward, keeps it in. Mudra, backhand, no one there. Garrett Hunter on his backhand, flips it around the boards to the near side. 10-15 left here in the second period. Harrison gets it at the dot. Harrison, his shot off a stick and out of play. 10:06 remaining here in the second period. 27 shots to 16. And both teams will get some fresh bodies out on the ice. Terrific pace to this game so far. It's been a tight one. 1-1 is the score. McLeod wins the faceoff. MacArthur at the point. Sends it around. Lucas Adams behind the net. McLeod helping him out. Comes back to the near side. Ben MacArthur does a good job to seal the wall. To the slot. McLeod trying to find Adams. He had to kick it away. MacArthur will float it in. He'll take a bounce. And able to smother it is Caleb Sauer with 9:43 left to go here in the second period. It's 1-1. Maryville has an offensive zone face-off. .943 left to play. Luke McLeod going up against Campese. Tony Campese on the draw for the Redbirds. McLeod wins it. However, it goes out of the zone. So going back for the puck is MacArthur. MacArthur spins away. Bonnet helping him out. Bonnet to the backhand. Hits off of Campese's stick. He keeps it in. Oh, what a hit down low. McLeod leaves it for MacArthur. MacArthur to TJ Prexler. Has Lucas Adams with him. Prexler in. And they go offsides. That was close, but the linesman said offsides is the call. 9:19 left to go here in the second period. Face-off taken by Maryville. Red line dumped in, sent around to the near side. Adams is there to seal the wall. Baumstark battling for it. TJ Prexler knocks at it with his stick. Able to spin away is Salimi. Keeping it in is Jackson White. White from the dot. His shot goes right over the net. Racing in after it, Nate Simpson. That one skips over the stick of Jackson White. Simpson able to knock it back in. It hits off a body. Looks like everyone's just reaching for the puck at this point. Campese will go behind the net. Salimi with it. Salimi. Colantonio off the stick. No, over the stick. Either way, it doesn't matter. Coffey plays it for his defense and Jackson White. Ooh, that was a risky play by Jackson White, taking the puck right in front of Coffey. Gagnon with it inside the neutral zone. Salimi grabs it for Illinois State. They go D-to-D with Garcia. Matt Garcia on the backhand. Floats it in. No icing. Jackson White on the puck for the Saints. picks it up, sets up shot behind the net on his forehand, skates up the ice, right at the dot, goes off the boards. That one barely squeaks out of the zone. It pinballed off a few bodies. Lucas Adams heads to the bench. That's Matt Edgecombe, actually. Matt Edgecombe able to get it in. Not deep enough, though, but doesn't matter. Garcia plays it to Ulrich. Ulrich, stretch pass. Finds Oberlag. Timon Prexler falls. Oberlag, backhand. Arm is up. And we have a penalty coming against the Saints. Timon Prexler looks to be the culprit as he will head to the sin bin. 7:39 left to go here in the second period, and Illinois State has a power play. So a big opportunity as we are all knotted up here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. Face-off coming to the glove side of Ed Coffey. Won by Maryville. Bonnet, near side, at the hash marks, able to chop at it and poke at it as Jake Chartier, he spins around and fires it out of the zone. Salimi picks it up at his own blue line. He'll play it back. Jack Harrison with some tremendous pressure. He's all over Salimi. Salimi skates up ice, hits the big red end, skates in the zone. Forehand, spins away to his backhand. Harrison, or that's Ben MacArthur who fell. Harrison's all over Oberlag. Oberlag with it, still with it. Over to Campese, top of the circle, far side, down low, Russia. Back to Campese. Tony Campese fakes the shot, finds Oberlag. Oberlag shoots, blocks it, rebound, puck is still loose, backhand. Oh, what a save by Ed Coffey! Oh my goodness! Puck is still in the zone, however. Russia with it, drops it back for Campese. Campese, top of the circle, up top to Salimi, finds Oberlag, back to Salimi. Salimi fakes the shot, finds Campese once again, down low, Russia. Russia spins away in the corner, far side, at the hash marks, up top of the blue line, Salimi. Salimi walks the line to Russia. Russia back to Oberlag, wasn't ready for the pass. Sends it back down low, Russia. Far side, Campese. New defense out there in Kremer. Kremer now in charge of the blue line. Jake Chartier able to out-muscle his man and get it out of the zone. That's Campese who hops over the boards. 30 seconds remaining in the power play for Illinois State. That pass goes just past the stick of Kuhn. Off the glass, Coffey goes. Bonnet and Luke McLeod chopping at the puck. Swiderski keeps it in. Sloan tries to make a move. Picked up by McLeod, sends it out. 5:50 remaining in the second period. 10 seconds left to go in the Prexler Minor. Kremer with it at his own blue line. That pass off the skate of McLeod, and that'll do it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Sent back down low, no icing. McLeod into the forecheck. Picked up by Parker Adams. Hounding him is Brad Boudreau. Boudreau can't seem to get the puck. Still fighting for it. Sticks are going everywhere. Stavro trying to dig it out. Kuhn goes off the glass, kept in by Hunter. Hunter shoots one on, and that one goes over the glove of Sauer. Gagnon whacking at it. Able to keep it in is Jackson White. However, it bounces off a shin pad, and it's coming out of the zone. Here's Swiderski. Shot on. That one stopped by Coffey. Save made. 5:03 remaining here in the second period. Still a tie game. Ed Coffey made some 10-bell saves on that Illinois State power play. And they had a wide open net at one point where the puck was just laying there, and I don't know how Coffey made the stop, but he did. And he keeps it a 1-1 game. So a face-off inside of the Maryville zone. Maryville tied this game up, but for the most part, Illinois State has had possession in Maryville zone for the majority of this period. Ulrich keeps the puck in around the roulette wheel. Timon Prexler, Anthony Stavro. Here's Brad Boudreau, has Gagnon driving the net. Boudreau in, shot, stick in the lane, and taken out of the play was Caleb Sauer as he is behind the net as he fell. Let's hope he's okay. 4:46 remaining here in the second period. Joey Gagnon was going to the net hard. He might have taken him out. I think he might have. Offensive zone draw for the Saints. McLeod tries to go forward with it. Ulrich throws it around the boards for Yancey. Yancey goes off the boards, comes out of the zone. Adams plays it back for Timon Prexler inside of the blue line. Right at the blue line finds Edgecombe. Edgecombe hits the red, enters into the zone, cross corner dump in. McLeod all over it for Maryville. Sends it back to the near side corner. Adams throws it around the other way once again. Timon Prexler. Prexler, that one off a skate as the wall was sealed up. Back checking is McLeod, taking possession of it and shooting one on is Myers, but it goes out of play. 4:09 left to go here in the second. 28 shots for the Saints, 21 shots for Illinois State. Jack Harrison loses the face-off. Shot blocked by Jack Harrison as he was sliding down. Albergrand to Mudra. Mudra spins away on his forehand, looking for Harrison. Harrison gets it back, but it goes right between his legs. That one off the glass comes out of the zone. Simpson throws it back into the zone. Salimi pokes at it. Ooh, taken out was Colantonio. Baumstark. That one behind Campese, no icing. Turned over. Puck is loose. Simpson plays it forward. Odd man break. Here come the Saints. Albergrand in, drops it. Mudra. Oh, looking back door as Jack Harrison was driving that back post. Bonnet shot on. That one redirected. Stop. That one blocked. Second attempt was blocked, and it's flipped out of the zone. Bonnet able to settle it down inside of his own zone, makes a stretch pass, finds Boudreau. Another odd man break. Boudreau in, stops, puts on the brakes, finds Chartier. Chartier unable to get it to the net. Under 3 left to go here in the second period. Backdoor feed. That one was a spin pass as it went towards Jake Chartier, who picks up the puck right now. Chartier finds Smith. Smith, backdoor. Boudreau. He scores! Brad Boudreau finds the student section, and he also finds the back of the net. 2:42 left to go here in the second period, and the Saints had themselves a lead late in the second period. An all-around good play by the Maryville forwards. That started with Jake Chartier in the corner, finds Smith. Smith heads up, looks for Boudreau backdoor. Boudreau settles the puck and fires it. And Maryville has themselves a 2-1 lead. DeLisandro with it. They'll go D to D. Myers plays it forward, intercepted. Timon Prexler. Prexler dances around. Stavro in, drags, shoots that one wide. Almost made it 3-1. Viggers pushes it forward, comes around to the near side. Kuhn is there on the half wall. He loses the puck, battling with it with Timon Prexler. Up top to the blue line, Gagnon sends it back down low. That one goes around the boards to the far side. In the corner, Kremer after it, tied up with Viggers. Viggers gets it back, Gagnon, looking for Anthony Stavro. Looked like he whiffed on the pass. Stavro with it, backhanded attempt. Gagnon, forehand, gloved down by Viggers. He hits the side of the net, throws it back to Anthony Stavro. Stavro, forehand, looking for Garrett Hunter or Joey Gagnon, one of the two. Hunter was the one that came up with the puck. It comes out of the zone, and Stavro's going back for it. Arm is up, and no icing. Rimmed around to the far side. Oberlag with it for Illinois State. Stavro can't get it for the Maryville Saints. Sent back down low. Timon Prexler will pick it up for Maryville. He'll float it into the neutral zone. Trying to battle for position was Lucas Adams with Matt Garcia. Hits off a stick, goes out of play with 1:18 remaining here in the second period. 2-1, Maryville leads. So a face-off coming at center ice. 30-21 shots in favor of the Saints. Face-off won by Illinois State. Salimi off the boards, kicked at. Oberlag onto it. Adams onto it for Maryville. Trying to reach for it is TJ Prexler. It's sent back into the zone. Kremer will go D-to-D with Salimi. Salimi looks up in the middle of the ice, finds Oberlag, hits off of his stick. Jackson White back for it for the Saints. He'll go D-to-D with Simpson. Simpson looks up, intercepted pass. Hilt was the one who picked it off for Illinois State. Adams able to smack it out of the zone as Kremer will throw it back in deep. Out of his cage is Ed Coffey. Back forward is Simpson. Simpson, he'll wait, finds Jackson White up the near side boards. White fires one. That one might have gone under the stick of Lucas Adams, and I think it did because an icing has been called with 35.3 seconds left to go. And Chuck, what a period it's been.
I mean, going 2-1 into the third period, you can't complain, Marshy.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's still 35 seconds left to go. Illinois State has an offensive zone draw. You never know what could happen in these late dying seconds of a period. Illinois State has had a great period thus far. Lots of pressure. Shot on, that one wide. Taking a tumble is Colantonio. Jackson White wrestling for the puck. Campese helping him out down low. McLeod with it. McLeod below the dot, skates up ice. Finds Prexler. Less than 20 to go here in the second. Floated on, and that one will be smothered by Sauer. So now on the other end of the ice, you have an offensive zone faceoff for the Saints. We'll see if they can get anything going with 13 seconds and maybe add another goal before this period ends.
Yeah, that'd be a nice little cushion to go into the third period up by 2. 30 shots on goal.
Jack Harrison, face-off, goes up top to the blue line. Bonnet, wrist one on, that one wide of the cage. 9 seconds remaining. Alvagran has it up top, blue line. Bonnet, slapper, that one doesn't get through. Caleb Sauer almost pushed it right off his defenseman and into the back of the net. And Christian Alvagran will get a shove after the horn sounds, and that is where we will sit heading into the intermission. So after 40 minutes of play, all of the goals have came in the second frame. That's exactly what we said would happen. An entertaining second period, to say the least. And Maryville has themselves a 1-goal lead with 20 minutes left to go here on their home ice.
Yeah, it's all but over, Marshy. It's still anyone's game. Nice to have the lead going in the third, but they got to come out. Maryville Saints need to come out and have a strong third period if they want to take home this hardware.
So 20 minutes left to play. Illinois State has played a hard, tough game so far. Maryville will have to weather that storm in order to take home the Lindsay Cup. They lead by 1. We'll talk about it more here in our intermission report, so don't go anywhere. You're watching MCH Hockey right here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network.
Mi brucia tutto. Non vedo il fondo. Non lo reggo un altro secondo.
Gambe a pezzi e manca tanto. Basta, mollo, non me la sento.
Non ho fiato e sono lento. Non giocherò mai, zero talento.
Pedalate pesanti, non ho più spinta. Ma quale cima, non basta la grinta.
Non prendo una palla, sono sfinita. Male oggi, penso in partita.
The CCM one-piece boot.
The CCM one-piece boot?
If I had these in my day,
I could have been Connor McDavid.
I could have been Connor McDavid.
Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Helps make your feet faster, gives you a closer fit. Anyone can be Connor McDavid.
Looking sharp, bud. Good thing you got that one-piece boot, you duster. It's just a dream.
Go back to sleep.
Hi, I'm Keegan with How Ice Hockey Tape, and today we're going to be talking about using a skate stone. Skate stones are a pregame or an in-game tool to help sharpen dull or nicked blades that have lost their edge. When you're using a skate stone, it's extremely important to remember never to touch the bottom of the blade. It's only to be used on the sides of the blade. So what you're going to do, take your skate stone and you're just going to make a couple passes along the side of the blade, not using too much pressure or too little pressure, just making a couple passes on both sides. Using the skate stone is just a temporary fix. It's not a good substitute for getting your skate sharpened. Make sure to get your skates to your trusted skate shop for the perfect cut.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI-automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play.
Left wing feed goes.
At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reels 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools, so you can easily review plays and coach your team better both during and after the game. This all-in-one, cost-effective solution also allows you to telestrate, tag, and add notes to each move, and watch your upcoming opponent's matches on the Video Exchange platform. Pixelot produces and analyzes thousands of games every single day from over 130 leagues and tournaments around the globe. Join the AI revolution in sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second intermission report. I'm Andrew Marsh alongside Chuck Kraus, and we have a 2-1 game. Maryville leads over the Illinois State Redbirds. Brad Boudreau with the second goal of the game for the Saints, and that is how the Saints have a 2-1 lead, Chuck.
Yeah, it is. It just goes to show Marshy pressure down low, getting open in the middle. It's exactly what Brad Boudreau did. Will Smith was able to get low and feeds it in front to Boudreau, 2-1.
So to me, it's surprising that Maryville has this lead right now because, in my opinion, I thought Illinois State controlled the majority of that second period.
Yeah.
in Maryville's zone.
Yeah, it just takes that one chance, that one opportunity, right? I mean, they were able to get loose. Brad Boudreaux was able to get open, and they get that goal. But yeah, you're right. Illinois State has been pressuring Ed Coffey, been playing really good hockey, forechecking, getting shots on. So don't expect them to go away anytime soon. Expect a big pressure put on by the Redbirds coming into this third period.
Yeah, I agree. And it was, for the majority of that period, it was Illinois State that was dominating in Maryville's zone. And then it took that one shift where Maryville put together a great shift, and they were just working the puck down low, a couple icings here and there, and then Maryville finally cracked through, tied the game. Anthony Stavro waiting back door, and that's what it's been. Both goals have been, or at least for the Saints, guys waiting on that back post, just ready to get the puck, and they're ready to fire it on net, and that is where we sit right now. Total shots 30-21 in favor of the Saints. That is where we sit heading into the third period. There's 20 minutes of hockey left as we have some fans running around in front of us right now. But heading into the third period is that's where we're heading right now. I've lost my train of thought.
All you need to know, Marsh, is we're going into the third. It's a 2-1 game.
All right, we'll be back with more hockey here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network. The Lindsay Cup is on the line, 2-1 Saints lead. We'll see if they can keep it here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. We'll be right back.
Red Brick Roofing, wherever you live, from Bridgeton to Baldwin, Brentwood to Kirkwood, St. Anne to St. Charles, wherever you live. Hazelwood to Maplewood, the name you know. Red Brick Roofing, wherever you go. For a hole in your roof or a whole new roof. Red Brick Roofing.
St. Louis, 314-645-2000.
A lot of the times, students that are thinking about entering our program, they have a lot of questions. They've done their research. A lot of the questions that the students have are based upon outcomes. Where am I going to be 4 years from now if I decide to be in the Rawlings Sport Business Management program? Here, I'll show you. Here's where our alumni work now. We have students working in the athletic department at universities. We have students working for sports teams. We have students working for sports agencies, whether it be an Abstract Marketing, a Learfield Sports, an IMG. Those are a lot of the organizations that are hiring our students. And we do have a lot of our alumni who do work for sports teams, whether it be the Houston Rockets, the Kansas City Royals, the St. Louis Cardinals, St. Louis Blues. Many of our students have worked for those agencies and continue to work for those types of organizations now.
Howie's Stretch Grip Tape is a self-adhering cushiony gauze for better grip at the end of your knob. It's spongy for maximized comfort and cushion on your gloves, and it's soft yet abrasive to ensure the best grip. Howie's Pro Grip Tape is self-adhering with no adhesive to create an all-around grip on your stick knob. It uses a thinner material than our Stretch Grip Tape to create a coarse abrasive tack on your gloves, and it's used around the globe by professionals.
I enjoy working with Lauren because she's really consistent. She follows up, she makes the process as quick as she can, and just really helps get you in, get you out, and make sure you know everything you need to. Hi, I'm Jessica, and I bought a 2021 Ford Edge for my company today from Lauren Sutter. So my company is expanding their sales force and needed to equip our new business managers with a vehicle, and we reached out to Lauren at Lou Fuse to get them with the right SUV. She helped us find the 2021 Ford Edge. I purchased my first one from her a couple months ago, and the process was so painless and easy that I'm back again for my second one, and we'll be back again probably in a couple months to buy another. I think somebody would come buy a vehicle from Lauren at Lou Fuse if they're looking for an easy process, somebody who is not going to guide them in the wrong direction and help them get exactly what they're looking for.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time. From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
The CCM one-piece boot. The CCM one-piece boot? If I had these in my day, I could have been Connor McDavid. I could have been Connor McDavid. Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Helps make your feet faster, gives you a closer fit. Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Looking sharp, bud. Good thing you got that one-piece boot, you duster.
St. Louis, 314-645-2000.
A lot of the times, students that are thinking about entering our program, they have a lot of questions. They've done their research. A lot of the questions that the students have are based upon outcomes. Where am I going to be 4 years from now if I decide to be in the Rawlings Sport Business Management program? Here, I'll show you. Here's where our alumni work now. We have students working in the athletic department at universities. We have students working for sports teams. We have students working for sports agencies, whether it be an abstract marketing, a Learfield Sports, an IMG. Those are a lot of the organizations that are hiring our students, as we do have a lot of our alumni who do work for sports teams.
40 minutes have gone by. It's a 2-1 game as the Saints lead the Illinois State Redbirds by a score of 2-1. Third period of play is about to begin. I'm Andrew Marsh alongside my partner today and Chuck Kraus. Sticks are banging against the boards. They know what's at stake, the Lindsay Cup. And we are underway here in the third period. Turned over. Parker Adams all over the puck. Garrett Hunter with it. He finds McLeod. Ooh, McLeod gets bumped off the puck by Paul Antonio. That pass cannot connect, and an icing has been called.
Illinois State doesn't agree with that. They say they tipped it. The linesman called an icing, so we will have a face-off to the suspenseful Marshy. To the left of Sauer, or to the right. I knew whatever I'd say, it'd be the opposite. So
to the blocker side.
There we go.
To the blocker side of Caleb Sauer. Campese taking the face-off, going up against McLeod. Campese wins it. Salimi with it. Behind the net, throws it around to the near side. Parker Adams can't pick it up. He gets it on a second attempt. Kept in, though. TJ Prexler, dot, shoots. That one stopped by Sauer. Picking it up is Colantonio. Floats one to the near side. Jackson White with it, reverses. Chartier pokes it forward. TJ Prexler on the half wall near side. Oberlag able to show pressure as Garrett Hunter picks it up for Maryville. Backhanded sauce off the glass. That one comes out of the zone. In the neutral zone, Hilt throws it. That one actually knocked down by Ulrich. Taking a tumble right at the blue line was Oberlag. Glove down by Ed Coffey. Leaves it for his defense. Hilt all over it for Illinois State. Oberlag poking at the puck as it goes behind the, below the dots. Garrett Hunter's fallen down a few times here in this one. Maybe something wrong with his skate blade? I'm not too sure. Boudreau in, shot, pad, save. Smith, far side corner. He's bumped off the puck. Tag team, actually. Boudreau, near side. Below the dots. Comes out with it. Boudreau drags, shoots one on from a weird angle. Goes to the far side. MacArthur able to keep it in. Smith bumped off the puck. Still fighting for it. He's kicking at it. Garcia pins Smith up against the boards. Boudreau trying to help out. Boudreau fires one up the boards. It comes out of the zone as Joey Gagnon will go back for it. Gagnon with it at his own dot. Fires one up to the near side. Bonnet able to guide it in. Smith will change as skating up ice is Salimi. A one-touch pass. Janicki picks it up. Janicki far side, stops, loses his handle on the puck. Vigors floats it forward. Anthony Stavro, arm is up, no icing. Stavro beats out the icing to his forehand. Below the dots, out front. Jared Vigors is shot on. Edgecombe a slapper. That one doesn't make it through. Going the other way, 2-on-1 for Illinois State. Myers with Kuhn. Kuhn gets it back, but what a defensive slide by Timon Prexler. Timon Prexler gets it in to the Illinois State zone. However, he turned it over. Myers skates up ice. Myers in. Myers forehand. Myers behind the net. Still with it. Up top to the blue line. Stays in the zone. Shot on. Maryville thought perhaps that one came out of the zone. It doesn't matter. It does now. Stavro in. Stavro drags. He made a move. Mudra fires one on. Goes wide of the net. Sloan picks it up for Illinois State. Skates up ice. Far side. Hits the red line. Enters into the zone. Edgecombe got a stick on it. Sloan goes around him. Sloan loses his footing. Everyone's falling down below the goal line on in the Maryville zone. Albagran with it. Albagran. Hash marks. Forehand. Wheels around the zone. Still with it. Finally loses it. Chuck's looking for a hook.
Yep, we're getting it.
And he's getting it.
So as Christian Albagran was skating around the Illinois zone, we know he's fast. We know he's speedy. Usually when he gets the puck, they say, wheel, Gino, wheel. And that's exactly what he was doing. And
Gino Speed.
Gino Speed, that's
Gino
right.
Speed.
So Sloan, I believe it was. Is it Sloan that got the penalty, 21?
21, that is correct. Tim Sloan.
Goes for the hook, so Maryville has an opportunity to put one in.
Had that lead, yeah.
Yeah, here in early in the third period. And Alvagran's getting a good cross check here. Yep. Christian Alvagran playing deep in the Illinois State corner. He's going to go off for a cross check as the far referee calls it. So only 5 seconds into the power play, Christian Alvagran gets a cross check. And Cole Bonnet's going to go to the referee and ask for an explanation because no one saw it. I will be honest, Marshy, I saw it from up here. he just kind of went
called
in.
it right away.
Yeah, he
called it right away, Chuck.
He,
Look at you. Maybe we should put you in the black and white.
Well, I'm doing that. I start this week. Isn't that crazy?
Do you?
I do. I'm going to start reffing.
Really?
I've been playing my whole life and figured, well, let's put the stripes on and see what we can do.
Wow.
I've been calling penalties from the player bench for years, so I said, let's.
You've been calling penalties from here up in the booth as well the entire year, so good for you.
So 4-on-4 hockey for almost a full 2 minutes.
Yeah, here we go. TJ Prexler has Smith driving. That one offsides. Shoots one on. either way, and yeah, that's going to create some chaos. Not as much as you would think, though.
He was mid-shot. It's hard. It's really hard to stop when you're mid-shot. But I absolutely see Illinois State.
Well, what would you do, Chuck?
Yeah,
Would you call a penalty on that,
No.
being that you're a new referee now?
No, that one was, he was mid-shot. That would be a hard one. It would be whistle blows, dead, then shot is when I would call it. Or even if you're mid-slap shot, your stick's up in the air and you still shoot it, yeah, I'd call that.
I guess you can't really get a penalty for it, but
Oh, you can.
You can.
Yeah, they're calling it unsportsmanlike.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is what happens when you have a new experienced referee in the booth.
Got to study the book. Study the book. Throw the book at him, as they say,
man.
Margie.
That one flipped into the zone, gloved, and caught. Infield fly rule. And we'll get a whistle. Figure we might as well get a reference of every sport.
Why not?
You missed it yesterday. I don't want to say the same joke twice, so I'll say it. I'll tell you it later. But
okay.
I thought it was pretty funny. It was an NFL reference.
All right,
but
all right.
I'll have to tell you about it later.
Well, folks might want to hear it.
That's true. Yeah, maybe someone was. I'll tell you after this whistle. Garcia, D to D, gets it back, skates up ice, stretch pass.
Good recovery.
Garcia with it. Near side corner. Bumped off the puck. Here comes Maryville. TJ Prexler skates up ice, near side. He stops, looks up. TJ. Right behind him is his brother Timon at the blue line, trying to make that pass, trying to force it. That one's sent down the ice, icing, even though Ed Coffey comes out of his net. I think everyone forgot that it was still even strength.
Yeah. Let's hear your joke here, Marsh. We have a little stoppage.
I forgot what game it was already because my memory is horrible. And it was after the whistle, and one of the it might have been Maryville's game, but someone was trying to go in for some extracurriculars, and the referee, the official was, basically, hey, no, you're not going in there. And as we have a 2-on-3, picked up by Hilt. Hilt played off the boards. Kremer with it, far side, finds Hilt once again. At the blue line, goes back to Kremer. Kremer at the red, enters into the zone. Kremer with it, 4-on-4 hockey for 30 more seconds. That one redirected and stopped by Coffey. Up top to the blue line. Garcia back down low. Hilt, weird angled shot. That one knocked away into the corner. Garcia picks it up. Garcia loses it. Stavro hounding the puck. Here he comes. He's got Lucas Adams. Out front to Adams. Adams, it goes off his stick. Adams picks it back up, drags it at the top of the circle. That'll do it. Off the stick. Stavro with it at the blue line. Finds Albagran, who's out of the box. Campese picks it up for Illinois State. Campese in. Campese hash marks. Fires one towards the front. Parker Adams strips Albagran. Adams. Campese back to Adams. He picks that puck up that went into his skates. Albagran to Mudra. Mudra back to Albagran. Albagran in. Albagran has Ben MacArthur activating. Mudra behind the net. Jack Harrison. Harrison gets bumped off the puck. Mudra with it. Up top to the blue line. Albagran fakes the shot. MacArthur rips one. That one blocked. And Myers will take it for Illinois State. 13:30 left to go here in the third. Myers, backdoor. That one hit off a skate. And, Myers runs into his own teammate, Janicki, as the puck comes out of the zone. That stick goes all the way down the length of the ice. D to D. Illinois State. Kremer with it. Intercepted. Maryville 3-on-1. Boudreau. Oh, that one knocked away.
Good D.
Yeah, good defense. Illinois State able to get the puck out. And Kuhn lays a hit on Smith. And now Boudreau puts a hit on Garcia. And now it's a 3-on-2. Smith with Chartier. Chartier goes around. Chartier, backhanded opportunity. Throws one to the front of the net. No one there. Prexler, shot. That one blocked. Comes out of the zone. Jackson White with it at his own blue line. Skates up ice, far side, hits the red, throws one on net, and that one will be stopped. 12:27 left to go here in the third period. Still 2-1. Back to the joke, I guess. I guess it's like a joke, yeah. One of the players wanted to get into the scrum from the blue line, and the referee was basically just putting two hands on him and just blocking him from getting to the scrum. And it was just, I mean, he wasn't doing anything. He was just two hands, like barely touching him. And I said, oh, I've seen, you know, that's better blocking than I saw from the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
The delivery at the time was way better.
The anticipation for that, Marshy, was just,
I thought it was funny. Shot wide.
One of those
Prexler.
You had to be there moments, right?
I mean, most of my jokes had to be there moments.
No, I like it.
Janicki there at the blue line. Tries to go around Edgecombe, can't. And that one goes into the bench.
.12:07.
Possession taken by Maryville. Pass off the stick of TJ Prexler. McLeod in on the forecheck. Garcia takes him out of the play to the far side, chopping at it, able to get it up to the blue line. And oh my goodness, TJ Prexler almost went into the bench. Shot on, doesn't get through. Garcia lays himself out. That one, between the legs, Lucas Adams. What a stop by Caleb Sauer, though. Oh my goodness, that would have been something else. Timon Prexler passes to his brother TJ. TJ trying to get around the defender. And Salimi, he cannot. Salimi loses the puck. Prexler to Gagin. Gagin in the slot. Backdoor, or no, on the backhand. Looking for Lucas Adams, who was planted right in front. Parker Adams tries to go around Timon Prexler. Where's the puck? It's in the corner. Tied up. Adams waiting for it. It squeaks loose up top to the blue line, and delayed off sides as Timon Prexler will take the puck. Near side corner at the hash marks now. Looks up. He'll go D to D with Garrett Hunter. Hunter off the stick of Jared Vigors and into the bench. 10:44 left here in the third period. Still a 2-1 game. Maryville leads.
Yeah, what a great opportunity for Adams down there. All alone, he puts it between the legs, but great save by Caleb Sauer to save that one.
DeLisandro loses his footing. He goes down, turned over, shot on. Stop made by Caleb Sauer. Hilt with it. Hilt at the red line, makes a few moves. Hilt in, shot on. That one wide of the blocker. Oberlag fires one on. It's blocked. Bumstart shoots it. That one's blocked. Odd man break. Stavro in, 2-on-1 with White. Stavro backdoor, and that one is off the body of a sliding Kremer. What a great defensive play by Jack Kremer with 10:08 left to go here in the third period. We have a whistle, and that is a huge sliding stop.
Yeah, that was, Anthony Stavro with speed, had White coming with him and fed him, and like you just said, Marshy, what a great sliding defensive play.
Puck taken by Maryville. Slapping at it was Christian Alvegren. 10:01 left to go here in the third. Another whistle as that one went out of play. Going forward with it was Cole Mudra. Turned over. Alvegren shovels it down to Mudra. Mudra looking for Jack Harrison. And Cole Bonnet can't keep the puck in. I'm not sure if he got tangled up with the linesman or what. Maybe it just took a funny hop.
Yeah, I think it took a funny hop.
Cole Bonnet shoved down to the ice. That one's flipped into the neutral zone. Skips over the blue line. Ulrich is back for it. Ulrich, forehand, fires one off the boards. That one, no icing. 9:30 left to go here in the third period. Flipped up out of the zone. Kuhn couldn't knock it out of the midair. Garcia plays it forward. Kuhn finds Janicki. Janicki in. Loses the puck. Comes out of the zone, but Kuhn goes right back in. Myers reaching for it. Jack Harrison with it. Harrison pushes it forward past Salimi. Harrison trying to protect the puck. He loses it. Sauce pass. Myers able to outmuscle. Brad Boudreau comes out with it. Shot on that one off the stick and out of play. 8:54 left to go here in the third period.
Can't get much closer, Marshy, unless it's a tie game. 36-24 on the shots in favor of Maryville. As you said, 8:54 left in this third period. Both teams trying hard to put one on the board.
Simpson plays it around for Jackson White. White to Boudreau. Boudreau at the blue line finds Chartier streaking up ice, and Smith is way off sides as he fell sliding over the blue line.
Yeah.
Must have been a tripwire across the blue line.
I thought I saw something, man.
I thought I saw something. This is a booby trap.
Yeah.
I would have missed doing these games with you.
Yeah, we'll just have a few months break.
Yeah.
Unless you go big time on me.
Probably not. Chartier with it inside the neutral zone, plays it back for Jackson White. Little give and go, goes back to Jackson White. Jackson White behind the net. To Boudreau. Boudreau stops inside the zone. Simpson with it, top of the circle, fires one up the middle, no one there. Yancey with it, plays it forward. That one goes just past the stick of Colantonio. Reversed, Jackson White. Breakout pass, Boudreau. Boudreau cross ice, goes behind Smith, jumps over the stick of Smith. Smith enters into the zone, and he's off sides as he got a little tangled up with Jake Chartier. 7:57 remaining here in the third period. 2-1, Maryville leads.
Yeah, Chartier thinking that Smith was going to enter the zone a little bit earlier than he did.
Cole Bonnet at the M, center ice, waits, floats it in, cross corner dump in off the stick of Sauer. Garcia pushes it forward. Far side hash marks, Campese comes out with it. Floats it into the zone, back forward is Bonnet. Ben MacArthur not letting Parker Adams by as he's whacking at Ben MacArthur, but a big hit.
Oh! Sorry, I screamed. That guy just slashed the guy on the bench, the Maryville bench.
That was very loud.
Sorry about that, folks. Hey, sometimes I'm still a fan of the game.
What'd you say? I can't hear anymore.
Sorry.
7:10 remaining here in the third period.
I got to laugh at myself sometimes. I'm the only one laughing, though.
It's because no one can hear you. And we have a little tussle on the far side of the ice.
What?
6:51 left here in the third period, 2-1. Still the score. And all this commotion, it seemed like, started when Illinois State, they flipped the puck in, and Parker Adams was just trying to forecheck. Ben MacArthur did his best job at not allowing Parker Adams to basically get in on the forecheck. And they started whacking at one another, and next thing you know, Chuck is screaming like he's in a Rocky horror picture film or whatever it's called. And
it sounded like I got stung by a bee.
multiple B's. And at the end of all of this, someone's in and up in the box, and it goes Maryville's way. So in the box for Illinois State is Colantonio. So Casey will have to sit for 2. 6:51 left here in the third period. Matt Garcia with it. Spins away, forehand, goes up the boards, doesn't get it out. Prexler, top of the key. Gets it back. He's at the top of the umbrella. Slap shot on. Nice stop by Sauer. 6:33 remaining here in the third period. 17 seconds have gone by in the Colantonio minor.
Yeah, Timon Prexler and Lucas Adams playing catch. Lucas Adams able to put the one-timer on, but yeah, good save by Sauer.
Face off. Adams with it. Adams, hash marks, up top to the blue line. Prexler feeds it on over to Stavro. Stavro, top of the circle, down low. TJ Prexler up to his brother Timon. Timon fakes the slap shot. Adams, bumper spot for Smith. Shot, doesn't get through. Another shot, that one off a few fingers. Another one, that one stopped by Sauer, and Illinois State able to get it out of the zone. Ed Coffey, he'll leave it for Timon. 1:10 left to go here in the third. On the power play, that is. TJ with it. Timon with it now. Timon Prexler back to his normal position. Top of the umbrella on the power play. Drops it for Jackson White. Opens those hips up. Still with it. Back down low. TJ Prexler. Jackson White shot. Nice stop by Sauer. Jackson White gets it back. Boudreaux. Dot looking for Christian Alvegran in the middle. Up top, Jackson White back to Timon. Timon using his body to protect the puck. Feeds it for his brother TJ. Jackson White. White. Boudreaux. Boudreaux. Dot. Shot wide. Timon with it. Top of the blue line. To Boudreaux. Top of the circle, far side. Back to the middle of the ice. Timon. Near side. White. Shot. That one stayed on the ice and blocked by Kremer. Timon Prexler with it. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. White to Alvegran. To Timon Prexler at the blue line. Prexler with it. Wrist one on, and that one off a stick and out of play. 1 second remaining on the Illinois State minor. And coming out of the box will be Casey Colantonio. 4:52 remaining in this one. A dangerous face-off for the Saints if they do not pay attention. If they do not win this face-off, Colantonio could spring for a breakaway. But look, Cole Bonnet is back just in case. And that puck does not get out of the zone. Ben MacArthur, sauce pass. Jack Harrison tries to funnel one towards the net. It gets blocked. Puck is below the hash marks, below the dots out front. Oh!
Just over Moody's stick.
Moody unable to get the shot off. That one gloved down by Campese. Campese exits the zone for the Redbirds. In. Campese to the forehand. Looking for Adams. It's turned over by Cole Mudra. Off the boards. Adams with it at the blue line. Campese enters into the zone. Campese sauce pass. Trying to find Colantonio. Going the other way. Lucas Adams far side at the red line. Enters into the zone. Tries to go around, and oh my goodness, there it is. That's a call. And he gets shoved right in the mask by Matt Garcia. For a second there, I thought the ref wasn't going to put his arm up.
He went up real slow.
Yeah, he did.
It was one of those like,
slow.
Oh, all right, you made it easy for me. You know, like
I was like, oh man.
So not a good position that Illinois is in right now. There's 4:05 left in the period. They just take a 2-minute penalty for hooking. So they're really going to need to either go for that shorthanded chance or kill it off and really, really press in for that last 2 minutes.
Illinois State, a man down. There are goal down as well. 2-1, Maryville leads. They just had a power play. They get another one. Cole Bonnet reverses it off the boards near side. Jackson White into the zone. Jackson White with it. He'll settle things down for the Saints. In that bumper spot in the low slot was Jake Chartier. Good play by Cole Bonnet to keep the puck in. I don't know what kind of fancy footwork that was, but he kept the puck in. Jackson White unable to keep that one in as it rims around the boards.
I think they only teach that in Ontario.
Must be, I don't know. Skating up the ice, Christian Albergrand, he's flying through the neutral zone in. Albergrand shoots, shot block, Kremer gets it, throws it back down the ice. Ed Coffey leaves it. Picked up by Timon Prexler. Timon, that's Will Smith.
He didn't even have the puck.
Hammered by Campese. I'm not sure if they ran into one another or what. But Will Smith gets the puck at the blue line. Cross-ice pass. In front. Puck is bouncing all around. Sauer trying to make the stop. Adams thinks the puck's in the net. What's the call? Adams takes a stick to the face. It's the second time in like 2 minutes. I don't think it's going to be a goal though, Chuck.
No,
they would have put the arm, do the old arm motion.
The old arm motion.
The old arm motion. 2:45 left to go in this one. 40 seconds remaining on the power play for the Saints.
Not sure why the face-off was going to go to the outside, but
well, why don't you open up your rule book and let us know, Chuck.
I'm going to say they're gonna say that one of the Maryville Saints hit the net off the moorings, and they're going to put it on the outside in the neutral zone here. Will Smith stays on the ice.
I like your assessment. And Maryville will take possession after the face-off. Prexler, D-to-D. Stavro to Prexler. Prexler throws it around, although it hits off his brother. And we have a face-off coming. Offsides, 28 seconds remaining in the Maryville power play. Time is ticking down in this one. Lindsay Cup on the line. 2:32 remaining. Maryville with a 2-1 lead. They win the face-off. Saints with it. Jackson White floats it in, cross corner dump in. Kremer throws it off the glass, skips over the stick of Timon Prexler. White back with it. White on his forehand, spins away, still inside of his own zone, feeds it back for Timon. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Jared Vigors skates up ice, stops, near side, looking back door, they score! What a pass! And an even better finish. Luke McLeod racing in backdoor, makes it a 3-1 game, and that makes it tough for Illinois State to come back in this one. A 2-goal lead with a little over 2 minutes left to play. The Maryville faithful can feel it right now. The Lindsay Cup in the building, and an MCH Conference Tournament championship win is on the horizon for the Saints.
Boy, you can't ask for much more of a better pass, a better setup, Marshy. I mean, Luke McLeod crashing the net. Vigors saw him.
Will Smith to Chartier. Less than 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Puck below the goal line. Chartier bumped off the puck by Tyler Kuhn. Intercepted by Boudreau. Fighting for the puck is Yancey. Or Janicki. Garcia trying to spin away. He's tangled up with Chartier. Boudreau gets it, shot on. Nice save by Sauer. Chartier gets it back. Boudreau in, shoots, scores! Brad Boudreau puts the nail in the coffin. With 1:18 left to go here in the third period. Boudreau with his second of the game. And Maryville is well on their way to a conference tournament championship win. 44th shot of the afternoon. And what a season it has been, as we remind you that some of these players for the Saints, it's their final game on home ice.
Yeah.
As well as Illinois State. Some players, it's their final game as well. Ulrich to Kremer. Swiderski to Yancey. That one knocked away, stays in the zone. Jackson White backhanded up to Anthony Stavro. That one's going to go the length of the ice. Icing has been called.
So Marshy, under 1 minute, 56.5 seconds left. Maryville up 4-1. The shots have gone a runaway. It's 44-25 in favor of the Maryville Saints.
Illinois State, they brought it in the second period.
They really
had
did.
to think that is where they needed to capitalize in this game with all that pressure, and Maryville was able to come out in the second period with a 2-1 lead heading into this third. But Maryville's been the better team all season. They've been the best team in this conference. They'll represent this conference in the national tournament. Well, they will play at least one more game this season. 20 seconds remaining in this one. Mudra floats it forward. Illinois State with the puck. 10 seconds to go. One last rush for the Redbirds. It's dumped in. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and that will do it. The Saints of Maryville are the MCH Conference Tournament champions. They defeat the Illinois State Redbirds by a final score of 4-1, and they will have a date across the river at the Centene Community Ice Center for their first round matchup in the national tournament.
Yes, they will. Hard-fought game on both sides. Maryville really turned it on at the end. Kind of tip our hats to the hard-fighting Illinois State Redbirds. Like you said, a great second period. But Maryville Saints will keep the Lindsay Cup here at the Maryville University Hockey Center.
A hard-fought battle between both of these teams. Illinois State, a good showing by Caleb Sauer until late in that third period where two of those go. This was a 2-1 game pretty much for half the game. Caleb Sauer was fantastic as he stopped 40 of 44.
Yes, he was.
As both teams shake hands. Another season in the books, and this was the final game for Maryville in the MCH.
Yeah, you're right. They're changing conferences, and what a better way to go out of the conference you've been in than to win it.
So the Lindsay Cup might not stay at this building because they won't be here anymore.
Right.
But Maryville does take home some hardware. Probably not the one they want, though, at the end of the year. They'd like a national championship.
Absolutely.
They will have a tall test ahead of them, much like a lot of teams in that tournament. But this is a good squad. Illinois State, a very good squad as well.
So, Marsh, what do you say we
wrap things up?
Let the people watch what's going on, and we're going to go join the boys down there.
All right, we'll get an interview or so, and perhaps we'll see it on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network here soon. We'll go talk with some of the players, but enjoy this trophy presentation. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. It's been a great season of MCH hockey. For those that have tuned in all season to us on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network, we really appreciate it. It's been a terrific year, and we look to see you all in St. Charles for the national tournament at the Centene Community Ice Center, where Maryville will represent this conference in 2022. Everyone, have a great evening, and please enjoy this trophy presentation right here on the Maryville Saints Hockey Network.